Eventually. I'm about to go into the chat and just be like,
Okay. They should hear us now.
test.
Okay. Okay, y'all should be able to hear us. Please let me know if y'all hear us loud and clear.
You guys hear us? Yep, there we go.
All right.
Take two.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, sorry about that. Why does it seem like it's like more of the camera is on me than it is on Waluigi, so
Don't worry. I'm not that good looking anyway.
Says who? Looking like a snack on this succulent Sunday morning.
Shut the fuck up. It's too early for Diavolo's Lions.
okay, we're here. All right, we're good. All right.
All right, for the last reply. Diavolo just said Koda better put his hat back on before he gets him in the mouth.
Bro, what is this?
If you're watching this right now, which I know you are,
This is extra sus.
you wait until the next time I see you. It's on site. These lips, done.
Just had to get a step in to register what the fuck just happened.
You just gotta match the same energy that's put out.
And Hoodles, good morning, everybody. It's your host, Waluigi.
Yeah,
SilverbackSenpai.
like seriously, like.
Anyways, we were just saying earlier that we attended Beyond Comic Con, and then we just have our latest guest, Koda.
Hello, everybody. Now you guys can hear us. I'm very excited to be here. I'm a little nervous, jitters, because the 3 shots of espresso, courtesy of lovely people.
You asked for caffeine, I got you.
Yeah, caffeine, not, hey, I feel like dying, but, you know, it'll work. It'll get me
It's the dark arts.
Oh, yeah. All right, so this episode of the podcast will be available on all of our audio hosting platforms like iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, you name it. Look up South Florida Gamers Podcast. You'll find us there. And also, be sure to join us on either Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, where this is currently being streamed on. Greatly appreciate y'all. And with that being said, recapping off of our last episode where we had Namaste Alliance. Shout out to Aaron.
Oh, I love that guy.
For joining us. And, you know, we had a really good conversation, just, you know, talking about just like games of the past and whatnot.
Oh, he's definitely a man of culture, and I respect that.
Agreed. All right, now to talk about our guest, Mr. Koda, and we're going to go ahead with our topic. So we want to know, what is your gaming background? What's your gaming origin story? Like, we want to know from the very beginning all the way up until now. Don't leave out any details. Like, go be as thorough as possible. Like, we want to know what got you into gaming.
All right, well, I started playing video games when I was 4 years old. I'm currently 24, turning 25 next month. Nice. So I got into it because my brother was super into it. We had a Super Nintendo 64, and I used to play Mario Kart, Mario Party, the first one, GoldenEye, World's Not Enough, Banjo-Kazooie, Super Mario 64, you name it. Like, my brother used to play it all the time, and because obviously I saw him playing, I'm like, hey, I want to play this too. But back then it wasn't really like as competitive because my brother was just so much better than me at video games. And even my mom would play sometimes too. So she used that as a way to spend time with us. And then eventually, I remember my first spark of competitiveness kicked in when you guys know the mini games in Mario Party where you got to press A as fast as you can. Yeah. I would do it by just pressing, you know, with my thumb, and they would just do it like 100 times. And I'm like, man, I kind of hate losing. And that happened over the years, and I finally basically just copied what they do, and now I use like my index finger, and now I have not lost pressing A as fast as you can in probably years.
Yes, sir.
Nobody has beaten me. Nobody can beat me. If somebody wants to challenge me in Mario Party pressing A as fast as you can, I'll money match that anytime.
Do I have $5 on me? Too early.
But that's pretty much like where it started with like the N64 and the Super Nintendo. Even now to this day, like my brother still comes over. We still play GoldenEye. Still play some of the wrestling games, Mario Kart, Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh, that's the shit.
And so I've just always been obsessed with games since then. He had a PS2. We used to play Star Wars Battlefront, the original one, Def Jam Fight for New York. Those were the 2 like top games that we played.
Same here. Def Jam Fight for New York that's my game right there.
I did not even know there was a competitive scene for it, let alone a meta.
Neither did I.
I saw that I think CEO is adding it.
Yeah.
And there's a tier list, there's a ban list, and I'm like, wow, that's insane.
Oh, yeah.
What else? I remember getting the GameCube for Christmas, and it was like the bundle pack that was $200 with Super Mario Sunshine. Me and my brother stayed up all night and played Sunshine. So that drive has always been there, and it's pretty much like thanks to him, because like I'd always try to find a way to either like copy what he's doing or spend time with him. And video games was just always the go-to, and it still is to this day. I have I have the Super Nintendo, the N64, the first Xbox, PS1, 2, 3, 4, not the 5,
Yeah.
GameCube, Switch, PC. Never had a PSP.
What?
And I still have them, and they all work.
Oh, wow.
What else? Damn, it doesn't really feel like that long of a time, but I've been playing my whole life. I use it like as a way to, I guess, like de-stress or like decompose. I feel like everybody has something that they do to like make them not hate life as much.
Yeah.
Mine just always to be like video games. I would always set like a time before going to sleep. Like I'm gonna play for at least like 30 minutes, like an hour, so I can just relax, just play this, have fun. Certain games will always be like more frustrating, more competitive, and some I'll play like more relaxing that I can just do like on autopilot, like Super Mario 64. I've just been playing it for such a long time.
Oh, yeah, that's like one of the certified classics, hands down.
That's one that I definitely always go back to. I've had it on the 64, I had it on the Wii Virtual Shop, and I have it on the Switch. So that, yeah, I go back to that all the time. Sad life, though, I have never played any Zelda game. That is one of the major franchises that I've never touched.
Interesting, actually.
And it's not on purpose. Like, the soundtrack's awesome.
It's just unintentional.
Yeah.
I can understand that. Like, there are very, very many varieties of niches that most people haven't got into. I've not met one person that has not played Mario, which is surprising.
It is, because like I feel like Mario's like the major franchise. Like I've also played like the Donkey Kong games, Sonic, Mortal Kombat. That was another one growing up, like Mortal Kombat Trilogy and Ultimate Mortal Kombat. And those are the two biggest ones that I got into. Again, because my brother. So that's pretty much as far as my video game history.
All right. So, what are your favorite genres in gaming?
It used to be like really like single player grinding games, but now I kind of just like am not as interested with those. I go for ones that I can pretty much play with my friends.
Yeah.
Or just something like as long as it's fun, from like Smash to League to Warzone. Just something that's like quick paced that like requires me to think and like I guess compete with other people. I used to really be into campaign games, but over the years it's kind of just died down. I'll only do a campaign game if it's something I'm really into, like Star Wars, but even then it's still like, it feels like a mission for me.
All right. So, what are your top 3 favorite games of all time that you can just name off from the top of your head?
Super Mario 64.
All right, legit.
Okay.
I'm going to put The World's Not Enough there from the N64, the James Bond game right after GoldenEye.
Oh, I forgot.
Underrated.
Just because all the memories I have with it with my brother. And I'm going to put Smash Bros. Melee, because that was like the pinnacle of where it started. I played the one for the N64 too, but the Melee one was the one where I played with my friends like in elementary school, and I felt like that's where it really picked up.
All right.
Good choices.
I have some culture.
Oh, man, you have a lot of people replying to you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, out of all the consoles that you've owned throughout the past, what would be your top 3 that like would be like you had the greatest memories on, like your top 3 gaming consoles? Because for me, I would say for those that have been following the podcast for a good time, you already know it's the PS2, the N64, and the PS4.
Agreed.
I'm going to do the N64, the GameCube, and the original Xbox.
Ooh, nice.
That's a first, actually.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of the same games that were on the PS2 were on the Xbox, and I felt like they kind of ran just like a little bit better.
Please tell me you played Fusion Frenzy.
I'd be lying to you if I said I did.
Oh, thank God. That is one of my personal favorites, hands down.
What is it, a racing game, a fighting game?
Fusion Frenzy. It's like one of those multi-mini games that you used to play.
Oh, okay.
Such a weird animation. It's ahead of its time.
I always love those kind of games or systems that are just like too good and nobody realizes it until it's too late. The PSP is a prime example.
Yeah.
Way ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right, so a good question I want to ask is, before I even ask that, one person in the chat named Rizup asked, how's Valorant going for you, Koda?
It's hard, because that would technically be my first game that I'm using keyboard and mouse on, and I didn't realize how much of a big difference that it really is to go from controller to keyboard to mouse. It looks cooler, it feels cooler, but I'm struggling very badly to the point sometimes it deters me away from playing it, but I still should try and learn how to get good at it, because it's actually a fun game. I never played CSGO, and it's pretty similar in terms of like mechanic-wise. I don't know if you guys have played it.
Yeah, I've played it.
I have not yet.
Yeah, like Valorant just has like a bit more like abilities, because each character or champion, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, is different. So I just hit the stand.
That picked up.
That was base. Unnecessary base.
Just a little bit. There we go. So that's that.
All right. So next question is, what got you into Smash?
Again, that was one of the games I played with the N64 with my brother. Mm-hmm. I played,
or at least in the competitive scene.
The competitive scene. I used to play with my friends. We played Brawl. We played Project M. And we played even Smash 4.
Oh, wow.
It was more so towards the end of the Smash 4 scene where I was pretty much getting bodied all the time. And then again, I hate losing. So I was like, I kind of want to get better at this. But then Ultimate, I think, was like 2 or 3 weeks away. So I'm like, I'm just going to wait for that because there's no point in trying to get good at this if Ultimate's coming out.
Yeah.
I played Ultimate, and I was actually better than my friends for like a little bit. So I was like, okay, maybe things can be different. And then probably about a year after, because I started going to tournaments, I think it was the August, September era before COVID. Mm-hmm. So I went to like a couple like small locals and things like that. Then COVID happened, and then I played, I practiced, and I was like, okay, I kind of want to try and like do this more. One of the biggest people that got me into the competitive scene is Kildros. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with him.
Yeah, I'm familiar with him.
Yeah, so through him, I saw like the competitive scene of Smash. I saw tournaments. I met a lot of cool people that bodied me, and then it also inspired me like, damn, these people are like really good, and I kind of want to try and be at their level. So since then, it's just literally been a grind, especially the last couple months, more so than ever.
Yeah. Like with Smash, it's just like hearing people like when we've had on the podcast previously, like previous guests that we had on the podcast, like Joy-Con, DGK, Aerodynamic and whatnot. We would also ask them, what got them into Smash, and then of course the competitive scene. It's always something completely unique. Like everyone has like a very unique experience when they come into the competitive scene, and then they just end up growing into it, and then of course they find it's like they find their home, and of course they find their place where it's like, this is where I belong.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't think the Smash community or the people in the community would be as helpful, as welcoming, as nice. They definitely are not like the stereotypes that you see on social media.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like I don't know.
I can actually agree with this.
I don't know where that comes from. Probably like out of, let's say, out of like 20 people I've met, maybe one has been like ill-mannered or not as nice. But everyone else, like pretty much you just walk up to somebody and start talking, they'll pretty much talk back to you.
Yeah.
Some people will try and help you out. Some people just, mind their business, which is, perfectly fine. Not everybody has to do that. But as a whole, the community has been really cool. Like I'm a big fan of it, especially like South Florida as a whole. These guys are great.
Yeah, right. So, and we also noticed that you're with Cold Front, or is that something that you've started and created, or is just a organization that you just became a part of?
Oh, this was an organization that I became a part of. They've been around for like a couple of years. Their main thing was mostly Call of Duty, and they were in like the CDL for like a little bit. They even had some like major wins over Fnatic. I don't know if you guys are too familiar with them.
I heard of them briefly.
Yeah. And then it kind of turned into basically like a more of because there's two owners. So one focuses more on the streamer community aspect. One focuses more on the gaming competitive esport aspect of it. And when I got into it, it was July of this past year. And so I got in as basically a streamer. They have like two different tiers. They have streamer, then stream team, gets a certain amount of views, certain amount of interactions, this and that. Because I actually reached out to them because I had like a little, I guess like a period where I was trying to like get the brand going, what can push me, what can motivate me to stream more, to do more videos, to be more consistent. And then eventually, they were one of the first people to reach back. We spoke and I was able to join them. And since then, I've just been grinding a lot more. So now I'm like a bit more higher up on the totem pole, if you will, when it comes to like streaming and just like doing content for them. And then I saw a lot of the scene that was picking up here. Like, I'm sure you guys know Flynn's, of course, Checkmate, Wolfpack, and I was like, this seems really cool. Like, I do this all the time. I talk to people. I have friends. I see people who are really good who haven't been picked up. So maybe I can, I guess, play my hand and see how to do this. And I wanted to do it a bit sooner, but, I wanted to see, what the owners thought, if they were okay with this, what can I do? What can I do? What do I have control over? This, that, and the other. And then eventually it just kind of came to fruition in December. And then I had people that I was already thinking of that I wanted to try and pick up or like speak to. And that's pretty much the people that we have now.
Yeah.
And we signed the first group of people. I think it was January 27th or 17th. 17th, I think. And now that's pretty much the people that we have now, and love them all. great. Love you guys. You know, it's a really good support system. I'm glad that they have the trust in me to do this, and I'm glad Cold Front gave me the opportunity to start the Smash team for them. So it's been a great ride.
That is so fucking cool.
It's been a great ride,
man.
Plus, they gave you drip. That's even better.
Right? And there's going to be even more stuff coming out. So
Oh my God,
I'm
excited
excited. I'm very hyped. This has been like one of the coolest things I've ever done and ever been a part of.
Oh yeah, that is great to hear. Awesome to hear that you know you joined this organization and you've put in the time, you've worked with them, you put in the effort, and now they're giving you you know, power or some kind of authority to lead this team that you have faith in, that you feel confident that these guys are going to perform, they're going to do well, and they're not going to let you down. They're going to represent the brand even, you know, bigger and better, and get the, you know, the name out there even more, especially when they go out and, you know, compete to either regional tournaments or even major tournaments.
Yeah, right. The big one that we have, I think that pretty much like 95% of us are going to be at, of course, is going to be a CEO in June.
Oh, it's gonna be so cool.
All right, I can't wait for everyone to just meet up, and like everybody gets to meet, everybody gets to like finally just be, you know, one-on-one together.
Right.
And I think even a good portion of us are doing Low Tide City. It's at the end of April. I think it's
Oh,
April 29th
nice.
to May 2nd. It's going to be in Texas, so that's pretty exciting too.
Are any of you guys going to Combo Breaker or no?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. It's very exciting.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and the fact I just realized Diavolo and Psychotics are in the chat and are also a part of Cold Front. I'm just like, this all makes
Diavolo,
sense now.
Psychotics, Hot Love,
This makes sense now.
Musics, Pickpocket, Marsh,
Lao.
and we got 2 more people that we just signed that I'm waiting to announce within the next coming days.
Oh
So,
snap! That's gonna be sick.
That's going to be real interesting.
But yeah,
Yeah.
they're also just sending love back.
Man, all right. So we want to know, what are your moments, like a moment that you had to be there for? Like, what are your moments that you want to share with us, as where it's like it was so. It could either be good or bad, but it's like it had to be a moment where like, yo, you had to be there. But it's got to, of course, be gaming related.
ooh, gaming related. Ooh.
It could be from events, casual moments.
You know, the downside of that is I just get so locked in sometimes that I'm not really like paying attention to what's
Any
big
ass
or what's,
whoopings from
like-
Valorant or something.
I mean, I've gotten my ass kicked pretty bad plenty of times. I remember one of the locals that I used to go to was K Rico, and I remember it was on the same day as Versus. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
versus.
And they were closed that day, so a lot of the like really, you know, big names at the time came down. 8-Bit Man was one of them, and I think Sabrick was also like another one. And they came with the intention to body us and farm us, and, you know, just make sure we never have fun. And in the first round, I got paired up with 8-Bit Man, and
God.
that was one of the most humbling experiences ever. That was also another cusp to like want to get better at the game, because I was like so helpless, so unaware. Like I got bodied the first game, so I'm like, all right, I'm obviously gonna lose the second one, so I might as well just have fun. So I go Donkey Kong, he goes Diddy Kong. I took the first stock somehow, and I'm like, holy shit. Like, this is probably like a bad idea. And I see like the focus, the enrage that happens to him out of the peripheral of my eye. And
Oh,
he
that was
gets
like last
locked
night.
in. Poof, and he just bodied me as Diddy Kong, and he did like the combo with the banana where he throws it. And like I'm watching what he's doing, and he's so sure that everything's gonna hit and land and it's gonna kill when it needs to. He's literally doing the taunt at like in
Oh my
real life, and I'm like, man, I'm getting embarrassed. I'm getting cooked. Like there is nothing to do with this, and it's fine because I spoke to him yesterday about it, because like, you know, me and him talk, and I was like, hey, do you remember when this and this happened? He's like, that was years ago. I'm like, I have not forgotten. I have been counting the days, and one day I'll get my revenge. Not anytime soon, but I would say that's definitely up there.
Oh, 2 people in the chat actually wanted you to explain some stories.
Like,
Diavolo said, tell them about when I almost double 3 stalked you.
oh man, wow. I remember one of my first interactions with him, because I haven't beaten him in bracket, unfortunately. I think it's like 0-4 right now. So the very first time we played, I pretty much got double 3 stalked. Like I got bodied. I was like, damn, I got washed.
Oh,
I probably shouldn't play this game. The next week I get paired with him again. I'm like, okay, maybe it won't be so bad. First game I get 3 stocks. Second game I took a stock. I'm like, okay, you know, we're making progress. I think it's fine. The third game and the fourth one, that was like very close. Like it came down to like, you know, split decision, you know, just his timing being much better than mine. And so I was like, Pretty good. Because, like, I have a thing inside where, like, of course I'm going to get mad and frustrated when I lose. But I feel like you got to definitely be able to separate, like, are you mad at the game, or are you just mad that, you know, you aren't where you want to be? Like, I'm not going to get mad at somebody because they're better than me at the game. Like, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
And Diavolo was a good example. Like, he was reading what I was doing. He was going for saucy stuff. He's going off the stage. He's going for spikes. He's doing this. He's doing this. And it's like, I can't get mad at him. He's good at the game. He knows what he's doing. So I hope to one day be able to beat you in bracket and not get swept as bad as I did before.
Yeah, there's also 2 more things. Psychotics asked about talk about Lao versus Pickpocket. Should I worry about this?
So we did a little cold front grind sesh at my house 2 days ago. So I had Lau come over, Pickpocket, and Psychotics, of course. So we're just kind of rotating like on the monitors and stuff. And I think they did like a best of 5. So me and Psychotics are playing our game, they're playing theirs. After a while, I'm like, all right, you know, 5 games have definitely had to like pass. I turn around and I'm like, hey, you know, how are the games going? And Pickpocket just starts laughing. He's like, I probably won at least like 17. And I'm like, I'm like, have you won one? He's like, no, I haven't. And like, I know it sounds bad, but like during that grind session, I probably only took 1 game, but I didn't win any sets. Like I probably won like 1 in 48. Like. But that's part of the grind, you know, just trying to get better. You know, it's not always about results. It's like, what can you take away from, what can you learn, what's different, and then hopefully apply it when you go to tournaments and stuff like that.
Oh my goodness. And then there's another one from Diavolo asking about how CF's very own Lao bodying FG Undergod.
Bruh.
You cannot use me and what I'm doing as a platform to instigate your beef with Undergod. All right? That's between y'all. I'm not going to go against it or condone it.
The gaslighting.
It's CF, baby. That's all I'm saying.
I realized I set myself up for that.
You know what I should do? You know what I should do for a podcast episode? Have them both on.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Have both Undergod and Diavolo on as guests.
Why does that feel like DGK and Joy-Con?
Because it's almost like it.
I feel like this is a little worse, man. They be going at each other's throats like every day. Like,
okay, you're not wrong.
Like Undergod minding his own business, and Diavolo's like, yo, this is a banger, and just goes for him every time.
I watch his Twitter and I just crack up.
It's just so random.
Like, yo, like if you're in the Smash scene or whatnot, or even in the local competitive scene, there's a couple of people you need to follow if you really want some quality entertainment. One, you need to follow DGK. 2, you need to follow Diavolo. 3, you need to follow Undergod. And who would be the 4th? I would say Joy-Con, but Joy-Con doesn't be on Twitter.
Nah, not as much. Who's an honorable 4th?
Who would be an honorable 4th person?
Watch, we're going to find someone in the chat.
Javi.
Yeah, Javi's got to be on the roll.
Yeah, Javi would have to be the 4th.
On the list.
Yeah. Like, if you really want to know who your instigators, your shit talkers are in the community, and you just want some good quality entertainment on
they just always have something going on. Like, they wake up and it's like, I'm going to choose violence today.
Yeah, like, they go at it literally almost every day, and it's just the funniest shit to see. And then you're hoping, especially here at Flynn's, they show up, and then, like, I'll even say this, like, if Undergod and Diavolo were in bracket, I don't care if they're in winners or losers, I'm putting them on stream.
That has to be on stream.
That has to be on stream, because that's going to be some funny shit.
It has to be witnessed.
It has to be.
Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be like, all right, y'all going to just play on a non-stream setup. No, y'all playing on stream.
I'm excited for the money match they have, and come to find out, Undergod has 3 money matches with people in CF.
Oh my God.
Lord.
So it's going to go one of 2 ways. Either he's going to get bodied or we're going to get embarrassed. But I don't think that's going to happen. I have my utmost trust and faith in them. It's going to be Lau, Diavolo, and Pickpocket.
Oh my God.
I'm not worried.
I specifically want to watch this stream now.
I'm telling you, man, next Saturday at the arcade, and it's going to be chaotic here.
Villains, but I love it.
Yeah,
I love every bit of it.
Yeah.
Diavolo literally just said he's going to lose to all of them. lose all of them.
That would be something. Like, he would not hear the end of it.
No.
Ever.
No.
Like, he would just walk in and be like, hey, it's the guy who lost to 3 CF people. What's good?
So, Diavolo is also asking, put him, Javi, and Undergod in a podcast.
Just get all the villains together.
I don't think it's going to be a safe podcast, but I'm here for it.
That means I have to get...
Yeah, you might as well add, like, DGK.
I might as well add DGK.
Just like the 4
Are we going to have another Smashcast?
I guess so.
I'm down for this.
You might as well. I also saw you wanted to do a crew battle in like April or May around that time.
Yeah, like the idea, because I've always been hearing the whole, North-South Florida versus South-South Florida.
Yeah, and then there's South, and I'm like, man,
Too many technicalities.
that is going to be like West-South Florida versus East-South Florida. And
Yeah,
like,
so
It hurts me just thinking about it.
yeah, so I was just like, how about we just make it a little bit better? How about we make this interesting? How about we have Checkmate guys, Wolfpack guys, Flynn guys, and Cold Front guys, crew battle.
That sounds fun.
people would definitely watch that.
Yeah.
And definitely like another idea you could do for like a podcast episode near then is you have like one person from each, and they're all just here.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
It'd be an awkward tribunal, like an awkward group of people.
Yes.
It's just gonna be everyone staring at each
I
other.
am here for this.
You're like, so, like you gotta have like Diavolo under. Yeah, exactly. It's perfect. Just have like the 4 villains from each crew.
Yeah, literally.
It's like watching a
But
bunch
wait,
of awkward.
who's a villain in Checkmate though?
Yes. No, I'm kidding.
Do they have a villain? Not yet.
Not yet.
They'll get one. I feel like every group needs to have a villain.
Yeah.
Ours is Diavolo.
Diavolo just said, it's crazy that anyone that matters is a part of a team now.
I don't know if you're throwing shade or how.
The slander, I love it.
This is how it starts.
Yeah.
And you got the people be like, oh, I saw someone tweeted like, oh, you're an affiliated player but you lost, or like, oh, you're a sponsored player but you lost, and it's like, man,
Yeah,
y'all are so reckless with each other.
for real. Like you hate to see it, but at the same time you love to see it.
It's funny.
Oh, I love to see it. I'm not gonna lie.
It definitely fuels it.
Yeah, like that's another thing that where it keeps the community interest and engaged is that you have like rivalries like this going on, and it keeps people active, and it's like now they're looking forward to coming out to locals or whatnot, shit talk each other, and then of course just having a good time. I don't know if it's like that in other places, but I know at least here in South Florida, especially in the Smash scene, like there's a lot of shit talking that goes on. Whether it's
amazing.
here or whether it's online.
Shit talking is a very important aspect of the competitive community. And
Yeah.
Smash is like a really.
It spices things up.
It has
Yeah.
to, like, it keeps things interesting, because then you're gonna see these people, you're gonna see them in real life, you see them play, it's like, oh man, they're gonna meet, oh man, they're gonna be on stream, and that's like,
Silverback, you got that message, didn't you?
Yeah, I got that message. Diavolo's asking me, tell us how Flynn's felt when Undergod went 0-2 at the very first Flint after signing him.
No.
Listen, man.
Villain. Villainous.
Listen. I'm gonna just say this. Everyone has a bad night, all right? Everybody has a bad night.
The slander.
Listen, everyone has a bad night.
facts.
Last night, Undergod had a really good night. He beat his bracket demon, Chunky God, sending him down to losers.
The pop off was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, because Undergod gets tired of fighting Chunky Kong because that's it. Because they ride together, so it's just like, why do I have to keep fighting him over and over again? And finally, last night, Undergod beats Chunky, and then of course in losers, Chunky ends up beating Undergod. The run back.
It happens.
Yeah.
It does.
Everybody has their days.
But yeah, like as I said, everyone has a bad night. I'm not knocking that. It's still early. So he just has that one bad win, but eventually it'll go back to, normal where he's not going 0-2. It's going to be either 4-5 or 4-5-2 or 4-2, 5-2, so on and so forth.
It builds character.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to just come back and bounce back better.
Well, so yeah, because I wasn't there.
And I knew he was going to say something. He has a whole list of things to say about Undergod.
My man is ready like a Skyrim.
For sure.
Put character.
Like, as soon as you said, like, oh, everybody has those days, he's going to be like, well, he's going to have a bunch more. Like, it's going to be like, oh, 0-2, 0-2. He's ready. He's ready. He is ready. He is probably the biggest hater, and it's hilarious.
My man has +10 speech, just ready to say something.
He's there. Like,
I love it.
These instigators, bro. These instigators, man.
We need them.
Yes.
We need them.
What does he say now?
I got a list for everyone. It's just his time to shine.
That's true. He went through DGK. He went through Undergod. So I wonder who is he going to pick next after this?
Let's give it 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm interested in see who would be next.
I wonder like if he has a type. Because I'm trying to see the similarities between DGK and Undergod. Is he going to pick another villain to out-villain him, or is he going to pick someone who's just minding their own business?
Yes.
Nah, he's gonna find someone that's the shit talking and be like, all right, I'm gonna start shit
Bet.
with you.
That's it.
And the fact you can clip this in the podcast and find it later.
Yeah.
Like right now, under God, if he's watching or not, he's gonna see all this on Twitter and be like, "What the fuck?"
It's like I'm gonna just go back to sleep. My type of people is who won't get offended.
That's true though. You gotta know that this is all just. I would hope and assume so. Out of respect, out of love, just to keep things interesting, just to keep it spicy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Those memes are probably the best things I've seen, even though I know legit nobody in Smash.
Yeah.
You have to come out to the locals, even even as a spectator, because that's
definitely down.
That's where you'll see it start brewing up or whatnot, and then it just.
Also, if you don't follow them on Twitter already,
of course,
you definitely have to.
Yeah,
of course I do.
You got to follow them on Twitter because that's where the real fun in action is at.
I'm a part of Flynn's family. What do you think? I got to know what's going on.
And it's just so out of pocket. Like someone will tweet, "Man, my life is really falling apart." Yeah, because you go to every tournament.
Like, yeah.
Like, where did that come from?
I know we're talking about Diavolo and when we're supposed to be talking about you.
Bro, you're good.
But there's this one tweet, and this was from DGK and whatnot, and DGK said something about I think he was going on a date or whatnot, or some girl was saying something nice and sweet.
I know
and
what tweet you're talking about.
Yeah, and then Diavolo chimes in with a meme of his own. I was like, bro, that shit was so disrespectful.
No, that one was out of pocket for sure. This man was excited to go on a date, and Diavolo just whack. It's crazy.
I'm definitely having them on the next Smashcast. Oh God, the instigators.
Please do. The culture needs it.
I was like, bro, like, I'm reading. I'm just like, yo, and I was at work, and I'm just like, yo, this is so disrespectful.
I think I was reading this too.
And it's even worse when you get ratioed. Like when the reply gets more attention than the actual tweet. So that's 2 L's in one.
That is pain.
Oh my God.
You just gave me a great idea for a good meme. I gotta get with Diavolo in the studio and just...
God, you better credit me.
Man, how'd you think of this all by myself?
But yo, the Smash scene here, man, you definitely want to be a part of it. I understand, there's a Smash scene, and then of course there's the the non-Smash scene, the other guys that play fighting games and whatnot.
I'm worried that Diavolo is sending me the tweet to explain this.
Oh, he probably is. He's probably pulling out the receipts as we speak.
Probably had that shit bookmarked.
As he should.
He wakes up every morning. Yep, I did this.
Yo.
He hasn't sent it to me yet, but
I'm sure he will.
Yeah,
he's gonna find it.
Yeah, eventually. But,
I'll send it to you guys.
But yeah, I would say definitely. I mean, I was there for it. You were there for it. Like that's a moment that you have to be there. It's just the shit talking that goes on in our community. It's, bruh.
I feel like it's next level.
Yeah,
it's different. There's just something about it that's like I kind of want to be a part of this, no matter how good or bad you are at the game. Like just to be around it, whether you're watching, whether you're going 0-2, like you're just there.
You see it?
Yep. No. I just see Javi saying, "I'm here for the DGK slander."
Hasn't said anything the whole time. Oh shit, man, we're gonna shit on him. Bet. Now, y'all.
You
missed it.
Listen, we are not gonna make this an episode where everyone's just gonna slander DGK.
You just see the title change. Special guest Koda DGK slander.
Wolfpack Gaming just blew up suddenly.
The stocks are up.
Oh God.
It's an NFT. Don't screenshot.
Oh no. Not a Wolfpack NFT.
Oh God. Yo.
Now DGK gives that idea and it works. I'm taking a percentage.
We do have the proof that we thought of it.
Yes, we have.
Yo, y'all out of pocket this morning, man. Like y'all wild this morning, but you know what? Hey, we appreciate that. We truly do, and I'm just here for it, man. I'm here for all of it. I already know next Saturday the arcade is going to be very, very. It's going to be lit.
Very much.
Like, we need all the villains to show up and whatnot, all the instigators to show up, and
Who do you think is going to take it? Give me like a short list of people that you think can walk away from it.
for the Arcadian, I would say Manzana.
Yeah.
Manzana being a really big threat. I would go with Undergod. All right, I'll put it like this. My top 8 picks would be Manzana, Undergod, Seabrick, Diavolo, Lau. That's 5. Marsh. I also see who else? Who else? I can see Skull taking it. I can see Bluxious taking it. And yeah, that's 8.
That's a solid lineup. I could really see any one of those. Trying to think if there's anyone I'd swap out. So it's just non-PR players. But other people can still like come down to play.
Yeah.
Like, that's interesting there. I feel like it's gonna draw some really hot talents that aren't PR.
Like if Javi shows up and he's not PR, I mean, yeah, he could definitely take it. Javi, are you retired or are you still in the game, or just taking on a hiatus?
I might make a couple calls then. This is where my villain arc starts.
I know Javi just said under God, ? South Florida fell off for real.
Damn. And now we change the title back to Under God Slander.
Divo said, nah, he's not allowed. Okay, so Javi's not allowed then.
Could you imagine if the grand finals comes down to Diavolo and Under God?
Bruh.
Just imagine.
That would be entertaining as fuck. Like,
they would probably like shit talk like mid game. Like, you really went for that? Like, you really thought you were gonna land that? You're not him. I don't know who you think you are, but you're not him.
I gotta ask the owners for the Arcadian, are we gonna have the stage layout?
That would be super cool. That was honestly one of the coolest things ever. Like, if there's one thing that like the South Florida scene and like especially that you guys do, you guys always find a way to like up the next thing.
Oh yeah, and
awesome.
I can't reveal any more. I can't reveal any future plans that we have,
which is fair,
or projects. I mean, we are currently working on a very, very big project, but I can't reveal any details about it. And please do not come up to me and ask me in person, so what's this big ass project y'all got going? I'm like, I can't tell you.
Shut up.
I love surprises, so.
But y'all gonna be surprised, and I can't give any hints because it's like if I just even give one little hint to what that big project is,
it'll be a cyclone of unending questions.
No, not a cyclone of unending questions. It's just that people know. People will know.
Oh yeah, and then if one person knows, they're gonna go tell someone, and they're gonna tell someone, they're gonna tell someone. It's just gonna be like a wildfire.
Yeah. So it's just like,
better to keep it under wraps.
Yeah. Like, I do have plans for Fighter Fest Season 4, and I did say on Twitter that because of how busy the month of June is gonna be, especially with CEO, we've decided to push it back to July because it's going to be too busy.
Yeah, there's like way too much. There's like Infinity Con beginning of June. There's CEO at the end of it. I think there's even something in the middle of June. So yeah, just.
Yeah, so I was just like, yeah, let me just make the decision just to move it to July, which would be a lot better, and it would be much safer to, run something for the community because majority of the attention is going to be it's going to be on CEO primarily.
Yeah.
And then, of course, for those that are hungry for Infinity Con, then they'll go to Infinity Con. So it's just best in my interest, and then, of course, the interest for everybody else in the community to just move it to July. So that way everyone's just off of that sweat from CEO. And then, okay, here's another local tournament. Another local premier tournament that everyone can attend. That can
like
be
a super local.
Yeah. And, everyone will enjoy it. And I do have ideas and plans for that as well. And should be a good time.
Season 4 is going to be wild.
It definitely gives people like a chance to like, if they do decide to do Infinity Con and or CEO, they get like that little break in between. They get to breathe and then they get to reset for Fighter Fest.
Yeah.
Like, imagine having Infinity Con, Fighter Fest, CEO. They'd be burned out.
Yeah.
That's an overload.
Yeah. Yeah. Because thinking about it, I was like, yeah, we'll do it now. I'm like, nah, I don't want to, do that because I think I would be stretching ourselves out too much, and then of course our players out. So I was like, you know what?
It'd just be overkill.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But we will have something special the week before CEO for Smash. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's gonna be something real.
That's not
special.
too far either.
Yeah.
That's suspenseful.
Got to keep the people interested.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Always.
All right. So our next topic is, what are your gaming pet peeves?
Something that annoys you.
Even though I used to do this really badly, I hate when people are like degrading themselves in the middle of a game. Like if we're playing, it's like, oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I'm not gonna win. Oh, this, and it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like throws like me off. That's also why like I just like listen to my music. I don't want to hear what someone's saying, like what the background is, anything like that. It's kind of like, I mean, you kind of already lost if you have that mentality of like, I lost, I'm a loser kind of thing. Like just try to, look at it a different way. Like what can you take from it? Like yeah, you might get 3 stock, but hopefully you can take something from like maybe this is what I shouldn't do. I shouldn't approach this way.
Right.
So another thing I realized I hate, or at least like I have a dislike for, is like really big obscure movements when someone's playing a game. Like one example is like when it's like someone just like moving so much when they're playing, or they're like doing this
And
like,
they're just like jerking.
yeah, like moving like the entire aspect, and like it'll like will like eventually bump me, and it's like the move doesn't do more damage.
It's just being dramatic.
Yeah.
It's just a very intense moment, and just like, come on.
See, I can understand towards the finals, and you're just really getting into it.
Yeah.
And if you're like away from somebody like the setup, but if you're like right next to somebody and just bobbing and weaving,
Yeah, and like I get that like nerves will happen and stuff, but it's like there has to be some control. Like another one is like when people are like super loud when something doesn't work. I remember one time like I was playing someone. I'm not gonna say who. If you know who it is, okay. We're playing over there, and he tries to go for like a combo, and he misses, and he screams "fuck," and I'm like, "Shut up! just play the fucking game."
that's funny.
Like damn. And he was winning too. Like it was like 3-1. Like relax. Like you're gonna win. Like it's okay. Just breathe.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't need to like scream. And like I saw like everyone looked at him just like.
Awkward.
Anyways, so I mean I guess just like things like that. I don't really have like too many things. Just like mentals, movements, or like not having like I guess self-control, like restraint with certain things. Can't wait to see what it is.
Rizrup just like said, man's calling me out. Shakes my head.
You're definitely a wild one when things don't go your way. Like the times we played Warzone. Oof. Still love you though.
Yeah, I see it here at Flynn's, especially last night, and I think it was the set with Chucky Kong. It was grand finals, Chucky Kong versus 8-Bit Man, and it's just like you'll see it in the camera, like you'll see it in 8-Bit Man's camera that he was just like he was into like.
No, like he gets so into it.
Yeah, like he was so into it. Like Chucky's just playing and sitting back or whatnot, and 8-Bit Man was just like this or whatnot, just like.
Oh, I love watching him play because like you'll see him and he'll do like a miss input, he'll die, and he's like, and like he's picking up, like he's like, all right, this is gonna be different now.
Yeah.
So.
Rizrup literally just said, LMAO, ayo, chill. Didn't have to share all that.
I can tell a whole story. I could have a whole episode about, about the stories, all right?
We'll definitely save that for the next Smashcast or something.
I'm just playing.
But yeah, like I even see it here with with some players and whatnot, and sometimes I would tell them like, you just gotta chill, relax, and like especially if you're playing on stream, guess what? You can go back and rewatch, your match, see what you messed up at and whatnot, and then of course look at how you're reacting, how you're responding or whatnot. Like if you were calm and level-headed, you'd have done things a lot differently. Like if you like. There's a saying, the calmest warrior wins the battle, while an angry and upset warrior makes a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, because like I feel like one of the biggest things, if not the biggest thing about like any competitive thing, but since we're talking about Smash, it's definitely like the mentals that you have towards it. If you think like, going back to like, oh, like I'm a loser, I'm going to lose this, it's not really, going to go your way. You'll be antsy, you'll force yourself to do things you wouldn't normally do. Kind of like how you just said, like you don't really make good decisions in your best judgment when you're emotional in a sense. So if you're able to keep that under wraps or have some balance towards it, I feel like you're gonna have a much better outcome. And I've had like a lot of examples like that. Like, I'll get like really angry, but like I can't let that derail me, which is something that I go through right now trying to get better as a competitive person for Smash. Because when I first started, I'll like die once and I'm like, well, I suck. Well, this is over. But it's like that doesn't help me. Like and you've seen people reverse 3-1. The game is not over until it's over.
Yeah.
So, just keep trying, just do the best you can, push through it. Obviously, it's upsetting, and it's not the result you want, but it's not over.
So much undergod slander in less than 2 minutes.
I'm not surprised.
Javi. Undergod folds if you shit talk him in person. The man is the embodiment of Twitter fingers.
Oh, my God.
Can't even make eye contact with his girl without making him stop tweet longer about it.
Damn, I know what he's talking about, too.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if you saw it, the one about, like, how Undergod brought his girlfriend to, like, I think, like a tournament or something. And
I did not see this.
And someone that he wasn't, like, I guess, cool with or friends with was like, oh, my God, you didn't introduce us. And then it sparked a whole conversation of if you should introduce your significant other to people, to friends, to this and that. I got, like, I think over, like, 1 or 2K likes. Like, it blew the fuck up.
Do you follow? Just fill me in later.
It was an interesting conversation.
Y'all are savages, man. Y'all are some...
Smash players are the most cutthroat, and I love it.
Y'all are so savage.
I never realized how cutthroat until maybe a few months ago.
No chill.
None whatsoever.
I freaking love it.
There was no filter. There was no gray area. There was only death. Only the strongest can rule.
Not even the light can come through.
No.
You won't see the light at all.
They will take you down with them if they have to.
Oh my God.
Bruh. Damn. Man.
It's kind of funny though. From the outside, you're like, there's a lot of drama, but it's kind of funny to watch.
This is the most slander in the podcast, actually.
Which I do not condone.
I mean, we're used to it.
Oh yeah. But yeah, like even back to what we were saying, like I see it here where some of the players would get upset or get frustrated or whatnot, and when they lose a set or they lose a game, one of the first things I'll notice is if you see someone just storming out, walking, you're just like, oh boy,
they lost.
Yeah, it was like, and then I'm not gonna say who, but I asked them, what the hell did you do? Like I would go to them like, yo, what the fuck did you do? And then they just have this smirk on their face, and it was just like,
they just take it personal.
Yeah, man, it's just like,
and like you just can't. Like they're here for the same reason as you, to be good, to get experience, and to win.
Yeah, it's like y'all just, and that's the thing that does concern me, especially with people who hate losing, is the fact that are you here to just win or are you here to have fun and whatnot? Because if you're here to win, you're gonna hate losing.
Yep.
You're gonna hate losing. But if you're here to have fun, then you're not gonna care whether you win or lose. But I would more so say, hey, if you're gonna go to a local, if you're gonna go to a tournament tonight, one of the attitudes you do want to bring in is, a very competitive attitude, and you're in it just to see how far you can go and how and learn. Because granted, there are people that you may not get a chance to play against, and like right off the bat, if you're going up against someone really good or if you're going up against someone really bad, or not someone really bad, but like if this person is like not that good at the game, then you're going to go in with high confidence. But if you're going up against someone that's stupid good, then now you're getting nervous. You're just like, you're starting to doubt yourself. And it's just like, no, don't doubt yourself because you're going up against someone that's, a lot better at the game than you are. You should go in it with enthusiasm and be like, you know what? Hey, this is an opportunity for me to play against this person who I think is better than me, and I want to see how far I can go so that way I can level up myself.
Yeah, and definitely having a balance is super important because you'll play someone who is, let's say, newer to the scene, who's not as experienced, and you're aware of that. Some people get very comfortable, very cocky. They sort of play with their food, like so to speak. So they'll go for this, they'll go for this, they'll go for this, and like all this stuff, and then they'll play someone who is much more experienced than them and then lose. So it's kind of like, you can't have such a polar opposite. The best thing is to have like a good median and not just underestimate regardless. Like if you're going to go against a, top player and be like, oh, well, I lost, I'm getting 3-stocked. That might be true, but don't think it, don't say it, don't psych yourself out. Because for all you know, they could have an off day or you could have a really good day.
Yeah. Like let's just, like even for me, when I decided, like, you know what? I'm going to enter in the Smash tournament tonight. I'm going to put myself in a bracket. And my goal and intention is to at least get 1 stock off of someone. Like, I'm not going to let them 3-stock me. Like, that's my mentality going in is just, you're not going to 3-stock me. Even though I know not a damn thing in this game, I'm going to get 1 stock off of you. And to me, that's just progress.
And that's awesome.
It's something. And
it's something. And it's just like, you know what? I got 1 stock off of them. Cool. And then eventually, I'm going to take a game off of them. And then eventually, I'm going to take a match.
People have to understand that it's a grind. You're not going to get super good in a day or in a couple weeks or months.
Yeah.
Especially something like this that's very technical and like a lot of like what you do, what you put in, your mentals. Like there's so many things that go into being good, like in a professional competitive aspect. This can take a really long time to be good at.
Yeah.
But people are just impatient. And like going back to how you said like people just like hate losing. I feel like the number one person that hates losing. But I'll always be a loser in some aspect because, you're not going to win every single time.
Right.
So the best advice to people who hate losing, who can't stand it, learn to have a good relationship with losing and failing because it's going to happen all the time.
Yeah.
The best thing that you can take from it is you can lose forward and you can fail forward.
Yeah, failure is like one of the first things to getting success.
You have to have a good relationship with it because it's never going to go away.
Yeah.
In life, in video games, no matter what, like learn to have a good relationship, learn to handle it, learn how to balance it, learn how to be friends with it. It's going to happen. And you're probably going to lose a lot more times than win.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is.
Felt that, especially the fact I'm competing in Guilty Gear. I go 0-2, but I have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
The game looks so hard. Like I look at I don't want to say that like Smash isn't like a real fighting game, so I'll say I look at other fighting games like Mortal Kombat and Dragon Ball Z Fighters and Guilty Gear, and I'm just like, damn, that shit looks so fucking hard.
Oh yeah, my goal is to at least win one round or so, sort of like how Silverback goes with one stock. I'm actually the same way. Even if I go 0-2, I know I'm going to have fun, I'm going to make some friends, interact, and
Yeah.
And that's important.
it's so much fun, actually.
Like you have to have fun with what you're doing. Like if you're not having fun, like coming to tournaments, certain characters, you're playing certain interactions, either something has to change or maybe this isn't initially for you or what you thought. Like you might have to change like what you're doing. Because you have like certain people who are like, oh, like I like playing this character, but I'm not having fun.
Ooh, we're having some new people in the chat.
Ooh.
Sam Busciardi said pro athletes did not become a pro in a day.
That's
Exactly.
true.
And then Natty Doe, wins feel so much better after a loss.
Yeah.
She's not wrong.
Well played. I like that.
Avi says the only thing better than enjoying the game is taking that joy away from others.
So you have the people who look at it from a very positive view and then the villains.
Yes.
My day is made when someone else's day is ruined. Whatever empowers you. But no,
I thrive off of negativity.
I missed that last part, but oh my god.
I thrive off negativity. Very neutron energy.
That is chaotic neutral, and I love it.
I love him.
Yeah. But yeah, like, just get used to losing. You're not going to be good like right off the bat. And I would also say don't get comfortable don't get comfortable playing against people that you know that you're better than. Get comfortable playing against people that are better than you. Because that way, that puts you at a much higher level. Because, yeah, if you're going to, let's just say that you're playing against 100 people that are not good at the game. You're going to feel like a king. You're going to feel like, yo, I'm the shit. But that one person that you lose to,
It's going to derail you.
yeah.
It just hits the fan sometimes.
Yeah, and that's going to knock you all the way down. It's going to make you forget about all of the wins that you have. And I'm going like, damn, this one person beat me. Like, fuck this game. I quit.
Yeah, and then definitely people take it like very, very personal and like to very hard. I'm sure there's a lot of people that you guys have seen, that you guys know, that you guys can relate to, and they'll lose in Smash where they go 2, 2-2-3. They lose, and it's like, man, I shouldn't play this. I shouldn't be alive. I shouldn't do these things, and it's like,
That's a little bit too dramatic.
I know it's coming from like another place, but like, I would like to hope and assume you come here to not think about those things, like
Yeah.
to have this as an escape. But then this is just causing you that, it's got to be like a different balance, like a different approach to it.
and got to work on your priorities yourself, because mental health is definitely important.
Oh, for sure.
Exactly. And you look at a game like Smash that has like, over 70 characters?
80 something?
I think it's 82.
I don't know.
Pretty much.
77 to 82, we'll say that.
Okay.
There's a lot of characters, and everyone's going to play that certain character differently. You're not going to be able to know like the matchup knowledge, like what to look out for, what to anticipate, what to take advantage of, because everyone plays a character differently. Like here at Flynn's, I would see people play, the usual characters. Okay, you have your 2 Captain Falcon mains, you have your 2 Donkey Kong mains, you have your 2 Link mains, but they all play them differently.
Yeah.
I think there's 2 or 3 Sephiroth mains or whatnot.
Too many.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
$6 go crazy. Hate DLC characters. This is now a DLC slander.
And it's like when I'm watching them, especially when they play on stream, or I'm just watching them from behind, while they're streaming it from behind, and I'm just seeing them how they play. they played them differently than everybody else. So it's just that you just have to gain that knowledge, that experience of playing against people who play, like, you can play a person that plays Donkey Kong or whatnot, but there are other people that play Donkey Kong that's going to be a lot different from that one person that you're so used to, because you may be used to, okay, I know what this character is going to do, I know what they're capable of, but how that person plays that character is going to be completely unique to how you used to fight against someone that you're used to.
Yeah, the matchup experience is definitely like a big thing. Like if you're not familiar playing with certain characters, certain things that they do, certain setups, and going back to how you said, like there's a lot of people who play the same character, but like you said, they all play them differently.
Yeah.
Certain characters that might do a little bit more spacing, some they might just be all in your face 24/7. So just gotta, like I said, just have a balance and just be aware of like who does what, who can do what, and who likes to do what. Diavolo, for example, is someone that likes to be in your face and just go all out for you.
Yeah.
So I keep that in mind, so I'm not going to play as aggressive.
Ooh, more chats.
What's the chat saying?
Sam Bushiardi. If you don't get angry after a loss, do you really want to win that bad?
That's a good one. I've heard that a lot.
Me too.
I'm definitely that kind of person, because if I'm getting angry, if I'm getting frustrated, if I'm getting upset, that definitely means I care. I feel like once I start to not get angry, get upset, that's kind of the sign of like I stopped caring or like I stopped trying. It's like with the few things that I do that I really care about, I'm very competitive with it. So
just say it out loud, Silver.
No, I'll let you read the chat. I'm sure you've seen it.
I'm seeing it too.
is this more slander?
Let me just keep going. Hobby
Yeah.
says Lau plays Lucina like a caveman. I play her with grace.
Like a caveman.
Natty Doe says Kirby forever. And then
I can't stand you.
And then Sam Bushiardi just goes, you literally mash jab and at the E ledge ledge and hope people get up into the stills. Hobby, shut your master ass up, bitch.
This early and we just damn.
It's 11:03 in the morning.
Oof.
And then Diavolo just goes, I play Falco like that dude. Dart plays with him with 3 brain cells. Then Hobby adds Hobby but it works though.
I definitely respect Diavolo's Captain Falcon the most. Some people add drip to their characters and some do not. I'm not gonna say who. I'm not gonna instigate things. If you know, you know. But some people play with a brain cell or two.
I wasn't ready to be this interactive in the chat.
Yeah, I've seen it so many times. Like I can see people playing the same character or whatnot than another person, or they'll try to see what if they can do a little bit better than that other person. But it's just like, nah. It's just you have to pretty much come up with your own creative way to make that character work for you. Like there's a reason why that person mains that character, because that character works for them.
Yeah.
And some people, they have secondary characters, and it's like they're maybe not as good, but it's very, very few people have a secondary character and they're just really good with them. But for the most part, most people have that one character where it's just it works for them, it clicks with them, and they just have to build that experience to get a lot better at the game, especially playing against other people with them.
Yeah, you really see if people add that little bit of drip to their character or vice versa.
Am I just a narrator for this Twitch shot?
I think you might have to be.
Okay, next is Sam Bushiard going, Dizard still got one more than you, Diavolo. Then he goes, he may have 3 brain cells. You got a pair only. And then Diavolo goes, you ain't never beat me in a bracket, so that means you're brain dead.
Damn.
Bushiari just goes, bring up bracket records versus a man who doesn't even play the game.
Bring up bracket record.
And Rizruff just goes, facts, same go for Valorant.
Y'all are green.
So much going on.
Yeah.
So much.
Green is the best way to put it.
But yeah, it's all about just gaining that experience and learning matchups against different characters and different people that uses that character. Because if you're playing a competitive fighting game, whether it's Smash, a 2D platformer, or a traditional 2D fighter like Strive, Strive,
yeah,
and Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, whatnot, everyone's gonna
here, bro. Undergod's here.
Oh God, Undergod's in the chat.
Drum roll, please.
Most people like to play just one character and are and are buns with it like Diablo. Natty goes, "Who are you?" Sensei Jax like woke up and chose violence. Rizzer just is like, I was just talking about character choices. I'm not part of the toxicity.
I'm sorry you guys have to see this. But yeah, going back to like what you said, like it really just, a great example is like MKLeo.
Yeah.
Plays Joker, makes him look great, makes him look awesome, has great results, probably undoubtedly the best person in Smash ever. Who else has really good results with Joker? It would take a while to think of. Same thing going with Byleth. Byleth, to me personally, sorry if you guys play Byleth, is a very boring character. Boring, very dripless, not exciting to watch. MKLeo makes Byleth look very exciting and very hype. Again, who else has really good wins results with Byleth? Can't really think of any. So he does have that like flair, like whoever he really puts his mind to just makes him look really cool.
Yeah. Like you make the character work for you, and you put on such a great performance with that character that it's just like, man, you just get good.
Yeah.
Like you understand that, yeah, I'm gonna lose, but I'm gonna learn from my losses and just be like, okay, this is what I need. This is what I need to do next time. This is what I not need to do next time. Which is why it's so important for players who do play on stream, whether it's at Flynn's or another venue, is that watch your clips, especially if you lost that set. Watch it and see where you can improve. Like take that time and be like, okay, I need to work on this. I need to work on that. So that way I can, take advantage of it. Like, or I shouldn't have done that. Or if there is a camera on you while you're playing, I need to calm down. I need to just relax. I need to breathe.
Yeah, it's definitely really helpful to go back and like watch like the VODs and like the reviews of like you playing. It shows you like how you say what you should do, what you shouldn't do. Because like in the moment you might be like, oh, this was a really good option. You go back and watch it, and it's like I clearly was not using the 2 brain cells I had.
Yeah.
So it's if you really do care about improving and like trying to perfect your craft from what you're doing, you should definitely go back and try to watch them like as much as you can, and just remind yourself. And even like while you're playing, or like I'm streaming, oh, I did this last time, I shouldn't do it this time.
Yeah. All right. Our next topic is what gaming means to you.
That's an easy one. Gaming is pretty much, everything to me. It always has been a very important aspect of my life. It's a way that I started bonding with my brother. It's a way that my mom bonded with us. It's something that I used to do and still do to decompress, to have fun. It's always been an important aspect of, my life. There's been periods where I've been able to put more time into it than others. One of the best things over the last probably say like 5 or 6 months is I'm in a much more able position where I can do a lot more with gaming, because when I was in middle school I did have like a YouTube channel too.
Oh, that's sick.
And I used to do like videos and clips and whatnot, and it was actually like I would say pretty poppin' at the time. It was like I think like 500 subs, and it was at the time when YouTube had the yellow subscribe button and it would tell you your channel views and your video views.
Oh, nice.
My video views were I think at like 10,000 and video views were at like 40,000. But the stupid thing that I will always regret till this day was like, how back then if you had like numbers in your name or underscores, it wasn't cool.
Yeah.
I ended up deleting the channel because I'm like, this is like a stupid name, because it was.
Oh my god.
It was dark_Maverick23, and I'm like, no one's gonna think this is cool, and I deleted it out of frustration.
At least it wasn't like multiple X's within the name and underscore.
It was just something simple. And then it's funny because years later, YouTube gave you the option to like change your name and change your URL and things like that.
Oh my god.
And I always regret it because like, damn, I wonder if I still like did this from middle school to now, like how different things could have been. But then I kind of basically got back into it. It was the year before COVID, because I'm like, okay, I kind of want to, do this again. Like I want to try to like make videos, do clips, take up streaming. That took a while to like get through, because at the time for me it was kind of hard to like just be entertaining, be in front of a camera, talk and do all these things. And it's like, well, I play the games anyway, I talk to my friends anyway, so why not just put a camera in front of it and give it a shot? And I'd say probably been like streaming or trying to do that again for now what would be like 2.5 years on and off.
Nice.
So it's really cool, and it's like a great privilege that I get to like do something with this. Because before it's like, oh, I'm just like playing for fun by myself. Now I get to play with my friends. I get to make videos. I get to stream. I get to do this. I get to be part of a team. I get to help them do this. So now I can do so much more with gaming than like I ever thought I could. So So now I'm just having like as much fun as I can with it. I'm gonna take this as far as it goes until the wheels fall off.
As you should, man.
Oh yeah,
This
definitely.
this is the most fun that I've ever had. And I've been like in a lot of opportunity. Well, I've been in like a lot of places in life where, unfortunately, due to people that I've been with, people that I've been around, I wasn't able to prioritize gaming, prioritize streaming. I'd have to put a lot more attention into them, which throws me off of what I'm doing.
I can relate to that. And I
Yeah,
understand.
same here.
So lately, as like the last couple months, my main thing has been to just like, you know what, I'm gonna focus entirely on what I want to do. I'm going to unapologetically be selfish, and I'm going to do everything that I want to do, that I should have been doing, and that I need to do. And this is just one of those things.
Man, we
Well.
just met, and I really like you. I like that mindset.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Like, damn.
Awesome.
Like,
Yeah, man.
that just made my morning hearing that. You got to be selfish with yourself.
Yeah.
I have to, because like for just like so many years, I was putting the wrong people before me, and it cost me. It caught up. You know, there's been like a lot of moments where like, you know, being anxious, being depressed, not eating, being underweight, not being able to like focus on certain things, not even enjoying the things that I would do. Like at one point, like I said, video games are my life. I do it all the time. At one point, I wasn't even playing video games. Like, think of the thing that you do the most, that you're most excited about, that you have the most fun with, the most peace that it brings you, and you're at a point where you just don't do that.
Yeah.
So, you know, this time I told myself, I'm like, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be different. It's all me. It's all good. It's all moves. It's all progressing forward. And so since that point on, it has not slowed down whatsoever.
That's a great mindset to have, especially at a at a young age, because and I can say this from experience for myself, is like usually you start getting that mindset when you're like in your like late 20s, early 30s. But to have that in your early 20s, that means that you're on the right path to success. You're on the right path to doing bigger and better things, because it's like you know what you need to do now. And it's like, this is what's giving me a sense of purpose, where I can have a sense of pride in, and I'm going to make it as big as possible. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to make this work. And that's what a lot of young guys need, is that type of mindset where it's just like everything clicks. You just got to be a little bit, you have to be selfish about yourself, because that's the only way you're going to start improving. You're going to start seeing things go in a direction where you want it to go. And eventually, as time progresses on and you're still keeping that mindset, you're going to start seeing a lot of changes. It may be small, it may be big, but you're seeing changes. It's going in your favor because you're putting the time, the effort into making this as big as possible, and that's the right kind of mindset you need to have.
Oh, no, for sure. Like, and it's also important that you just need to take the chance, the risk yourself. Obviously, it's like scary trying to do something new, but, you know, I feel like if you believe in yourself, as corny as that sounds, trust me, all like these positive affirmations are corny, but I promise that they actually do mean something. Because like when I was trying to do this, you know, the person that I was with at the time wasn't really taking this interest I had with it serious.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like little things like, are you supporting what I'm doing? Are you gonna like share this? Are you gonna do this? And that wasn't really happening. And you know, to this day, I really give I give a huge credit and thanks to my close friends that I still have now, who have like encouraged me and pushed me, like, no, you can do this. I'm so proud of you. You know, like you can push this. And like, I always felt like I could do a lot more than what I was doing. But you know, when you're with someone who doesn't see that, it can kind of affect you in like a certain place. It's like, you know, am I really this person? Can I really be this person that like I thought I was? And now that I've more so been on my own and been like a much better place, it's like, you know what, I am this person that I thought I was and thought I could be the whole time. I'm him. I'm doing it. I'm being it. So
I 100% understand that.
So definitely, like, you know, you just gotta take the chance on yourself and just have people that are around you that see the same thing. Because not everybody wants to see you eat. Not everybody wants to see you be happy.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
Yeah. That's life. That's life. All right, and our last topic is Q&A from the live chat. So before we close this on out, y'all, for those that are currently watching, whether you're on Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube, if y'all got questions that you want to ask our guest, Koda, or all of us, by all means, share it in the chat.
It's you guys' time to shine. Slender included.
So far, just to catch up, Psychotics wanted to say that you're a legend. And then Sensei Jack just saying cough cough with an eye looking emoji. Probably indicating that you're a close friend or something.
Oh yeah, he is definitely. Sensei Jack, Natty Doe, that's in the chat. Riz up. I have another friend, Flacco, but I'm pretty sure he's like sleeping right now. So, and I have a bunch of other people that are watching this as well. So, y'all know who you are.
Natty asks, how does it feel to be that bitch?
It's pretty easy when I have such a great inspiration like you. Oh, that's like best friend right there.
Diavolo just asked if you're single.
I am, and it's gonna stay like that. But if he's asking, might switch up a little bit.
Oh my god. I'm afraid of what the next few questions are. For once. It should be fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm looking at this emoji. I'm trying to figure out what it is from
Right?
Natty.
Trying to see what. Well, let me see.
Yeah, go on the Twitch chat.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to hop on your phone.
You know, I probably should have had it open like this whole time, to be honest.
Yeah,
That way you
I
can.
started just waiting, like, what are they saying, guys? What are they saying in the chat?
it makes it more anticipating because you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Oh, well, now it's going to start from this point. So, whatever I see from now on.
Shit will
I'll
arise.
How's it feel to lead the best smash off in SFL?
That look.
Soon that will be the goal, to be, you know, one of the best. I definitely respect all the other groups and people. Huge shout out to, I don't know if he's watching, but Lizard King has been one of the nicest, most welcoming, most informative and helpful people in the scene for me. So he's definitely been like a really good go-to guy, has been helping me out with a
shout
lot
out
of
to
stuff
him.
along the way. So he is a very underrated goat. What have been your most proud moments in gaming, and what are you looking forward to? Most proud moments, definitely doing this, like being able to stream, you know, make videos, being part of an esports org, moving up and being like a stream team, you know, just being a part of something and seeing the impact, seeing the difference. And probably the biggest one right now is definitely doing like the Smash team, being able to get people together and just do something that I'm already doing, just make it bigger. These people have I would hope or assume, you know, a trust and faith in me. It's like, you know, I feel like this person can make a difference and do what needs to be done. So I'm really glad that they took a chance with me and they're giving me this opportunity. And it's going to be something bigger than a lot of people can think of. Like this is just the start of it. So I'm really glad that they're going to be like along for the ride and just want to try and, keep them around as long as possible. So I'll put that. What's your ring size? It's about like it's like an 8-9. Any majors you're going to go to attend? I am 100% going to do Low Tide City. That is in Texas, April 29th to May 2nd. And going to be doing CEO, which is the end of June. Probably add 2, maybe 3 more towards the later part of the year. Why do you think Kirby isn't the most utilized character when he clearly is fire? I can't stand you. I mean, there's some pretty good Kirby players. I'm sure. I don't know if you guys are aware, but Mealy Waluigi. He used to do like a lot of locals before COVID. I think I saw him like one time, and he's a Kirby player, and he plays with like the Joy-Cons, and he is disgusting.
Really?
Yeah, I really wish he would like come out to one of these or something.
Oh my gosh. Joy-Con gang, rise up.
Stop.
Oh my goodness.
I'll give it about 3 more minutes before we conclude.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's because I know the arcade's gonna be opening up on pretty soon. So
You're literally 4-3, Kevin. I can't hear you. Oh my god. And now the Sensei Jack slander starts. This is what I'm here for. All right, now it's my time.
Holy crap. Why?
Ice Killer's Kirby is better, though. I actually haven't seen it, but I'll have to take your word for it.
Should I be worried?
You just might be.
Okay.
But huge shout out to pretty much everybody here for doing this podcast, for having me on, for Cold Front, for my friends, the close friends, everyone I named. Without any of you guys, none of this would be possible from start to finish.
Man, definitely shout out to the ongoing group going on right now.
Oh yeah.
Got a little fan base, got some
Of course, it's definitely gonna be something. It's gonna be much more than just Smash or just like a group. I feel like that's gonna be the one thing that definitely separates us from the other orgs.
That's sick. I like that.
Oh yeah. Any questions you guys want to ask?
That was the time to do it.
Yep, 2 more minutes.
Why are you such a Kirby stan?
He inhaled his He inhales his enemies, spits them out, and mocks them. A king.
That is Kirby for you.
The cheese. Just inhale him, go off stage, and spit him out, and then just...
I mean, like, he's a planet-level threat in all theory.
Yeah.
Favorite tournament you've been to date? I have two in mind. The first one is going to be CEO, the one that was in December, because that was my first major.
Mine, too.
Same here.
Right? I was with a great group of people. Like, it was fun. It was exciting. We had a hotel that was right at the venue, so it was, like, super close. It was, like, walking distance. I was with Sensei Jack, Pickpocket, Gabe, which is I think is like SQV, and Jethro. It was just such a great group to have. What local we go into on Tuesday? Probably Bula. You into chubby dudes? If you're talking about you're not chubby.
Oh my god!
But there's plenty of love to go around. I'm not picky.
Just me reacting.
Then the second one was definitely be Fighter Fest. It was very cool. The ring was just like the coolest touch ever. Super hype. And the belts, it's awesome.
Oh, yeah. And I did say that the next Fighter Fest, especially for Smash, is I am looking to get 3 belts for Smash. 1 for the singles and then 2 for doubles.
Oh, yeah, there's doubles.
Yeah, I'm going to bring...
Forgot about that. That's going to be exciting. That's going to be huge.
Who's going to be carrying me is the real question.
I will pay anyone any amount of money if you help me win a belt. Just to carry it. Name your price.
I mean, for Diavolo, it sounds like it's free for you.
Oof, I don't know about all that. I actually have some pretty good ideas, but I'll say it like after the podcast. I don't want to.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
But I got something cool.
But yeah, like that's like Fighter Fest Season 4. I do have a lot of big plans for it, and after 3, and which man, that took a while to plan.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, that took a while to plan, and money too. Like I think I dropped maybe $2,000.
Holy shit.
Damn.
$2,000 into making it happen. That's just out of me. I don't know how much the owners put into it, because I know one of their biggest purchases was the stage and of course the TV on the ceiling, which was, I ain't gonna lie, that was a bitch to put up there.
I can imagine. I've basically mounted a TV with my dad, and by that I mean I just stood there and like watched him and supported him and like cheered him on and like, yeah, you got this. Like, what do you mean it's not working? Just like on like a regular like wall, and that was a pain. So I can.
Yeah, because everyone when we had the stream set up over here, everyone loved the projector or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, since we're going to be moving it over here where this space is a lot bigger, and then this space here would be for, like tabletop and for people to enjoy the console area, I was like saying, would it be possible to get a TV like mounted here if we're going to have the stream
hold on,
set up?
guys. We got a good question. From Natty Doe. What would you say to those trying to get into the gaming world? I say just do it.
Go for it.
I say, gaming world is it's a pretty broad question, but I would say just give it a shot, see what kind of games you like, what you don't like, try playing with your friends. Definitely get out of your comfort zone. If we're gonna talk more Smash related, just literally try any character and just see what sticks.
Yeah.
It's probably the best thing that I could say. The most important thing is just starting.
Yeah.
Because that gives you like, how do I say this? That gives you like the opportunity to try. Most people just stay away from things because they don't want to try. They're afraid to fail or they're nervous. And I feel like that's like the hardest part. Just starting, just going.
Yeah.
I mean, we're literally in the best place right now to start gaming, if anything. Flynn's Arcade.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Check them out, guys.
Oh, competitive gaming.
Competitive gaming, oof.
Just do it.
Yeah, it's pretty much still like the same, and just try, have a strong mind. So just know like it's not a day and night thing, or even like week to week. You have to genuinely want it, because it's not easy. It's very difficult learning, certain technical situations and inputs and buffers and all these crazy, terms for all these things. But definitely if like you really want it, just do it. You will definitely see the progress. And
definitely my senpai Herbs just said go to locals or majors. Like that's definitely
that's another thing too. Like don't be afraid to lose. Don't be afraid to get bodied. Like try to go and see the difference between people. Most times when you go to like these tournaments, you'll see people who are in the same boat as you, who go 0-2, who don't know about the game, who are trying to learn, who are trying to get better. You get to meet friends. You get to do friendlies. You get to meet like so many people. Like there's so many good things that comes from just going out into the scene, and that it goes like far beyond the game. Oh God.
I'm looking at the reactions right now.
Oh.
The fact that I'm a moderator and so is my leader Herbs. He's like, I don't want to be a mod. JK.
Bro, I will take your mod then.
Yikes. Got a new opening for mod right now. If anybody's interested.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Well, all right, y'all. Well, that concludes episode. Oh, before we even get off, do you have any final words?
I'm just going to give one last huge shout out. I know I've done it like 3 times already, but huge shout out to these 2 guys for even having me on their podcast. I hope everybody has enjoyed this episode, us talking, us bantering, the slander, the questions, anything you've heard about me. So again, huge big shout out to them, and huge shout out to my parents, my friends, the super close ones that have, pushed me and supported me even when I thought I couldn't do it, who still to this day, who push me, who are proud of me. Natalie and Kevin, Jimmy, Brandon, love you guys. Always will. You guys are the best.
All right. That's awesome to hear. Well, Waluigi, you have any final words?
Dude, it was definitely awesome having you. Once I heard you were announced, I looked you up, I checked out Cold Front, and I've never been more excited to meet someone unique as you as a Smash player, and then getting to know everybody else within the Twitch chat.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Very, very interesting picture that you used. I was running, I'm like, do I send a picture? Because I was going to use like one of the Cold Front ones.
Because I had no idea what picture to use. I'm like, I gotta get something hardcore, and it's like, I'm like, dude's buff, let's do this.
Yeah, you went with like the most like thirst trap one.
Read it.
My phone just locked again. Now I can't see it. You got to read it out again.
He said, shouts out to DGK, the throat goat.
So is he a throat goat or is he the goat at riding? Because now that's a whole different thing. Because he can be both. But I just want to know what you stand with it.
I'm too sober for this.
It's all love.
Oh, God.
That was hilarious. I'm holding up laughter. More laughter than... Usually I'm the one that breaks out laughing.
Oh, shit.
My man's a demon for that one.
Apparently so is DGK.
Diavolo, to answer that question, sometime in March. I'll have to find a good Sunday to do it on it. Then I'm gonna let you guys know about it. I'll DM y'all on Twitter. Like, yeah.
Oh hell yeah! I want you guys in.
Oh, for sure, please.
But yo, Koda, it has been an honor to have you on and as our guest. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode, bruh. Can't wait to have you back on again.
Appreciate it. Can't wait to be back. Hopefully we'll be able to stir up some more stuff.
Immune just joined in.
You know DGK means Kirby. Throat goat. If DGK picked up Kirby just to make that meme even more like to life, that would be something.
I don't even know how to react.
So like right now DGK is probably minding his own business. He's gonna wake up and go on Twitter and be like, throat goat, what do you mean?
The man's just having a glizzy and then he just sees
What? You throat something one time and now everybody calls you a throat goat.
Bruh. But I'm gonna. All right, so let me answer this question. I did tell on Diavolo sometime in March. So the next Smashcast, I might as well just make another Smashcast. It's gonna be Avi, Diavolo, Undergod, and DGK. I need all
the villain arc.
Yeah, the 4 villains of South Florida. I need y'all here.
We need this, man.
Yeah, we need this. This will be one entertaining ass episode.
And we need you guys to shout us out. Word of mouth.
Yes,
I'll definitely get this going everywhere you could possibly think
It's gonna be the most dramatic South Florida smash.
Oh yeah, definitely.
To date.
I don't know if anyone's ready for that.
I don't think
they got no choice.
No,
it's coming.
Yep.
Should we just get a T-shirt of DGK just to get ready for this?
No. But definitely, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning into the podcast. Greatly appreciate you guys tuning in. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that follow for the Twitch. And if you're watching us on YouTube and Facebook, subscribe, follow, and all that good stuff. And yeah, man, y'all made this episode fire.
Y'all are wild. And I love you guys.
Not just y'all, but of course Koda himself, the man with the plan. Can't wait to see what more things that you do for the community, and of course with the Cold Front Esports organization. Can't wait to see what you guys do. And hey, it's only up from here.
That is true. Thank you very much. You guys will not be disappointed at all. Anyone who's interested, stay tuned because there are so many things that are coming, let alone in like these couple months, just with myself and with Cold Front. Again, huge shout out to them for even picking me up, for giving me this opportunity. And thanks to everyone in the Smashing who has helped me, who has been welcoming, and who's pretty much allowed me to do this as well.
Yeah, you guys are amazing. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that deserves it. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. This has been episode 48 of the South Florida Gamers Podcast. We will catch you guys on the next